So I'm over here setting up a new board, and I'm giving my old board and my old wheels to these kids, and these people are saying that we're pedophiles for giving the kids free stuff to skate.
Bro, I swear to God, the nerve of some people. This dude was literally giving away some old stuff to some kids who might need newer things because, you know, they can't afford it. Because most people that are younger that skateboard aren't super hardcore into it and have like the same deck for a long period of time. Like me, I've been skateboarding for a while and I go through decks and like trucks and stuff like super fast. When I do have used things, I usually give it away to some of my friends, or if I'm at the skate park and I have an extra deck and it's still in like one piece, I'll give it to some kid whose deck is even more messed up. These people don't understand skate culture. Not everybody's just out here trying to groom children by giving them skateboards, my dude. Like, come on.
And they're calling the police on us.
Bro, that is too far. You did not have to call the police on these dudes. They're being so nice to these kids and giving them all this free skateboard stuff. It's just, it really makes me angry. Like, this really actually hits home to me as a skateboarder, man. Well, anyways, what is up, guys? It's your boy Lofi here. And today we're looking at something a little bit different, a little bit out of the norm. You know, usually you get a video of somebody doing something stupid and crazy, you know, like somebody marrying their cousin, like yesterday's video. But today we're looking at this skate park Karen mom calling the cops on these dudes because apparently they're pedophiles for giving kids free skateboard stuff, which really makes no sense to me. If you actually skateboard, you know that if you're at the skate park and there's some dude who's like been skateboarding for 10 years and setting up a new deck, if the deck's still in one piece, he'll usually give it away. I've been given free decks. I've given away free decks. It's just like, it's not a big deal. It's just something that's really commonplace among skateboarding. But before we get fully into this video, if you guys could smash the like button, and if you're new, subscribe, I would really appreciate that. I know that the coronavirus has a bunch of people sitting at home more than, you know, being at school or being at work, so to all the new people that are probably going to be watching this, yo, what's up? I hope your quarantine isn't too crappy. Anyways, yeah, let's just get right into this video.
And they're calling the police on us because he gave them a free pair of shoes and I gave them some stickers and some free gear. They're saying thank you because they're psyched on the free stuff. And you guys are...
Oh, did you guys hear that? That one dude was like, I love you guys. They're all standing there, you know, while he's recording this, that, you know, if the cops do pull up, they could be like, yo, we're actually this, you know, we're chilling. They're not trying to touch us, not trying to do anything. They're really just, you know, giving away some old skateboard stuff. Also, I like how the guy in the back, who I assume is like this lady's husband, is like on the phone with the police right now talking about, yeah, these dudes are giving away free stuff. Oh, wait, hold up. Giving away things for free isn't illegal? Aw, darn. My plans have been fooled. Screw you meddling kids. Like, what do they think is gonna happen when the cops pull up? Like, what is actually gonna happen other than the fact that the cops are gonna talk to the parents, talk to those two dudes, and then talk to the kids, and then once they figure out what actually happened, they're just gonna go away and tell those people to stop calling the cops for no reason. Like, I completely understand that, you know, it would be different if the guys were like, hey, come inside my car and then come get the stuff. That would be kind of suspicious, but these dudes got out of their car, opened up the trunk, and brought the stuff to the kids inside the skate park. They didn't ask the kids to go inside anywhere where nobody could see them or anything. It was out in public where everybody could see them. Nothing was concealed, so I don't see what the problem is. Other than the fact that this grown man standing back here has no pants on. If anybody's a pedo, it's him.
Calling the police and calling us pedophiles. I'm a pedophile for giving kids.
Pedophiles do the same thing. How do I know? I mean, not gonna lie, she's right. Pedophiles do give away things to kids to try to groom them. But the situation here is completely different. These guys went to their local skate park that they go to all the time, had a bunch of extra stuff because they bought some new stuff, and were like, you know what, I'm gonna give back to my community. I'm gonna give back and give these kids some things that they might need or they might want. And to quote one of the subtweets that I found this video under, giving back to their communities is something rich white people will never understand. And I generally think that's actually like a thing, because look at the coronavirus. I saw this tweet about this kid who was 10 years old who had like $500 saved up, and he used that money to make meals for seniors who couldn't get any food because all the grocery stores were out of stock of everything. But yet all we hear about is a bunch of celebrities and rich people complaining, oh my god, I can't go on my yacht, I can't go to Paris. Like, why don't you help do something and see all these people that are starving and, you know, don't have enough food or toilet paper, and, you know, help donate to that. Donate to soup kitchens for homeless people that are having it even worse right now, or to the millions of families that are suffering because they lost their jobs, people that worked in the food industry that no longer have a job because all the restaurants are shut down all across America. It's like these people have never seen some random strangers do random acts of kindness and think that it's something good. It's like they see somebody doing something nice and think that it's automatically something negative. Like, come on, get your shit together, Karen. Put it in a bag and just get it all together, take it to the store, do whatever with it, but just get it together.
We're giving kids new stuff to skate. I'm giving them shit to skate because I have it. And now that makes me a pedophile. What are you talking? You've never skateboarded a day in your life. Have you ever been to the skate park? I'm here every day.
Now, this is something that I've come across just with everybody, not even with situations like these. A lot of people don't understand the skateboarding community and how it works and the inner workings of it. You can always just tell by like the vibe of a person what they mean and what their intentions are. Like there was this one time whenever I was at the skate park and, you know, I was about to have to spend like $20 on an Uber because my mom was working and she couldn't come pick me up. And there's this dude, his name was Anthony. He was super chill. Shout out to you, my dude. I had actually seen him at the skate park a couple other times. We had talked before. He was super chill. And he was like, hey, yo, man, you need a ride. It's getting pretty late. It's pretty dark. The skate park's about to close. I can give you a ride home, man, where you live. Now, this dude was around my same age. He wasn't like, you know, 20, 30 years old or anything, so I can kind of understand where, you know, it's a little bit different in my situation, but still, complete stranger. I don't know this dude personally, even though we've only talked a couple times, like, skated together. But still, I knew his intentions. I knew his vibe. I'd seen him skate. I'd talked to him several times before, and you can just tell, hey, we have the same bond. We have the similar thing that we do. I trust you. Now, had this dude been like 35, I probably might not have said okay to that ride home. Now, we were the same age, so the likelihood of this dude kidnapping me and touching my wee-wee was, you know, significantly lower. I mean, come on, this dude was literally like 20. I'm 19. He was only a year older than me. But the bond that skaters just have in general is just, it's different. Like when you're out at a skate spot, you know, if you're out just street skating and someone else pulls up and starts skating too, it's like, hey, yo, I skateboard, you skateboard, let's hit this spot together. It's not, oh, I don't know this person, let me go away. They're weird. I've never seen them before. You talk to them, get to know them, and if things do seem weird, then you leave and go home early. You know, you can just feel it. I don't really know how to explain it. If you skateboard, then you just know. I also feel like this is kind of true with any situation ever. Usually you can tell by the vibe that somebody gives off if something feels weird. Not even just with skateboarding, just with life in general. Usually people will give off weird vibes if their intentions aren't good.
I'm here every day. I grew up skating here. When you skateboard and the older people skate, they have shitty stuff. I'm giving them free stuff for free. Okay, do I look like a pedophile? If I was a pedophile, why would I sit right here with my trunk open with you right here? I'm about to go skate.
Why is this chick trying to push the whole pedophile thing so hardcore? It's kind of hard to hear, but at the very beginning of this clip, she says, have you ever touched any of them? Like, this dude really had his trunk hole open out for everybody to see that he wasn't doing anything wrong. Usually a pedophile isn't gonna want the parents around. He's not gonna want any supervising adult. He wants to get the kid alone by themselves so he can do things. Or she, not gonna discriminate. Women can do, you know, pedophilic things too. But I really don't understand why this woman is so insistent about that. Like, where's her kid? Like, I don't see a kid standing next to her. If she thought that, you know, a pedophile was standing right in front of her, wouldn't she have her kid standing right next to her to protect them? I don't even think this woman has a kid at that skate park. I think she just saw a dude giving away some free stuff out of his trunk, and then Mrs. Party Pooper Karen pulled up and decided to ruin all the fun and try to get these guys arrested. This dude said that he grew up skating this park, that he's probably been skating there for years, I can assume, because he didn't give us an exact time frame, but he said grew up, so I assume that this guy is probably in his, you know, mid to late 20s, maybe a little bit younger, I don't know. He sounds pretty young. So you got this younger guy in his, you know, mid to late 20s giving away some free stuff at a skate park that he grew up skating because he sees some kids there, probably just learning to skateboard, probably has some crappy decks, and he's like, you know what, I have this deck that I barely used, here's this, I just bought a new one, you can have this, kid. Oh, I just bought some new wheels, oh, you want this? Here you go. I got some old shoes that don't really fit me anymore, they still can be used, here you go, my man. Stuff like this happens at skate parks all the time. Literally, one of my local skate shops a couple months ago had this sponsoring event where they had a bunch of people come out, they set up a tent, and they had this filmer dude be like, yo, whoever films the best clip gets sponsored by us. It was honestly a really cool thing. But they had food, drinks, it was really cool, and they had this little tent set up with a bunch of, like, you know, old skateboard decks, t-shirts, wheels, and like other skateboard parts like bolts and nuts and bushings and things, you know, that kids could just take because those things get messed up all the time. And sometimes it's a pain in the butt to have to replace those, and some people can't afford it. Were all these grown-ass men and women who owned these skate shops and skate companies pedophiles? Probably not. I actually ended up going to that skate shop that sponsored this event a couple months later to get some new wheels, and the dude who owns it, I talked to him, he's pretty chill. He actually helped me set up the new wheels because my bearings and my, whatever it's called, spacers were, they were not the right fit.
You sound ridiculous.
We gotta protect our kids.
Yeah, go for it. I'm not, they're literally saying thank you, and I'm skateboarding. It doesn't matter. Okay, okay, who cares?
Did this lady just flex her money talking about, I drive a Range Rover, they have stuff? What does that even mean? Is she saying that her kid that's over there has plenty of things? Like, okay, we get it, you're rich, you can buy the super expensive skateboards, the super expensive lightweight trucks and everything. Like, alright, stop flexing on us. But what about the people that aren't your kid, alright? What about the other kids that might not be able to afford the new stuff that they want or need? Like, these dudes are really just helping them out. Now, I can understand if this lady did not want her kid to receive things from these guys. All she had to do is go up to them and be like, hey, I don't want you to give my kid stuff that makes me uncomfortable, can you please stop? And even if they didn't like what they were doing in general, she could have just talked to them. She didn't have to go all out and say, hey, I'm gonna call the police on you, you're a pedophile. If you see somebody doing something you don't like, if it's not illegal, even if it kind of looks a little bit suspicious, you don't have to immediately just call the cops on them. You can either just go over to them and be like, hey, what's up, what's going on, my man? And if they explain everything, then you could probably come to middle ground and be like, oh, okay, that's chill, peace out. So that you don't have to come into altercations like these, because this is honestly super stupid. This lady was really overreacting and going over the top for no reason. I bet she felt real heroic over here stopping these dudes from giving away free things to kids in need.
You can't give
You don't. Yes, I can. What do you mean I'm grooming them? You sound fucking crazy.
They're not even supposed to talk to
What do you mean? I didn't. They came up to me.
Alright, so now this lady is trying to pull the whole stranger danger card. This is a public skate park, open to anybody and everybody. There's no way that you can pull up to a public park, any public area, anywhere, and not end up speaking one word to somebody. Especially in such a densely populated area like a skate park. There's people going everywhere, every direction, all the time. You're gonna accidentally run into somebody and be like, oh, excuse me, am I not supposed to say that? Am I not supposed to be polite because they're a stranger? Because according to this lady, if you see a stranger, just be a complete asshole to them because you don't know them. You see somebody new, you meet someone new, just be an asshole to them until you become best friends. That's how it goes. That's how the world works right there. This lady knows that she's lost. She knows that she's lost the argument. Literally everybody in the background and even her own husband apparently isn't even in the video anymore. They all know that she's wrong. You can just hear them in the background talking about, nah, he's never touched us, he's never done anything like that, he's really just some dude being chill and trying to give back to his community. Anytime a Karen realizes that they're wrong and that they're not about to get what they want and that everybody else is against them, they always keep fighting for some weird reason instead of just shutting up and going home and admitting defeat. As someone who has worked in retail for several years, I can just tell you that the amount of Karens that do this all the time with everything it's honestly pretty crazy. All the let me speak to your manager, I want this specific request that you've already told me that your company doesn't do, but I want a manager to tell me because you're young and I don't like you. Which is pretty much this situation right here. These guys are younger than her and she doesn't like them. That should be all she needs to create an argument and cause drama. Because all these people, they all think alike. They all think that they're the hero of their own story and that everybody's gonna love them after if they get what they want. And the thing is, they never get what they want. They almost never do. Like 90% of the time, a Karen will leave a situation in utter defeat and go home angry for the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay, awesome. They're not fucking little ass kids.
I've known that dude for 4 months.
I mean, they're calling me a pedophile because they gave them a new board and some wheels. This is a skate culture. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You know things are getting serious when the skater dude in khakis pulls up to defend you. Also, I'm so glad that another adult pulled up to talk to this lady to tell her to chill the fuck out. Because honestly, this situation was blown way out of proportion because she took the wrong steps to go about how she felt about what was going on. But yeah, according to the video, the cops never actually show up. They might have shown up after the dude stopped recording, but the video ends with, you know, them just screaming at each other and they go about their separate ways. Honestly, just fuck this lady and her husband. They're honestly super retarded and overreacted and took things to a whole nother level that it didn't have to go. I've also been in a situation where someone's threatened to call the cops immediately while I've been skateboarding, and I wasn't messing with anybody. I was just skating by myself near a high school, and this dude was like, hey, leave or I'm gonna call the cops on you. Like, didn't even give me a warning, didn't even say, hey, could you please leave? He just straight up said, I'm gonna call the cops on you. I will never understand why people will escalate it to that right off the bat instead of actually talking to the person and seeing what's going on. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash a fat like on it, and if you're new, subscribe, or not, it's up to you, but I would really appreciate it if you did. I know this is a little bit different from what I normally do. I know I talked a lot more about, you know, a whole situation and the thing that was going on. If you guys like this style of commentary, please let me know in the comments. I really enjoyed making this video, actually. It was probably because it was something that's close to my heart. You know, skateboarding is something that I probably really wouldn't be able to live without. If I couldn't skateboard, I'd probably go crazy. Also, if you guys like skateboarding stuff, then follow me over on my Instagram at the OGLofi. I post hella skate clips on there all the time of stuff that I land. And I also have a second channel, Lofi Skates, that I post skate vlogs on. I'm really trying to get that up and going. I've been really neglecting it over the past couple months, but I have a couple stuff filmed that I'm trying to edit currently, which I'm trying to get out this week. I'm trying to get at least one video out every week for the second channel, so yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you go give that a sub. Links to everything in the description. Anyways, I've been Lofi. Peace.
It feels like I'm skydiving when I text you. Rose petals on the floor outside your bedroom. Sunshine, whenever you smile, it's the best view. I was at the bottom waiting for a rescue, but now it's like a paradise enveloped in light. Everyone's probably aware, but I'm a